Welcome to my video. My name is Harshal and this is DBMS lab experiment number 8, triggers. So in this experiment we will see what is a triggers, and we will do the questions, and we will get the desired output in in this video. So let's begin the video. So what is a trigger? A trigger is a storage procedure in database which is automatically invoked whenever a special event in a database occurs. So what it's means if we are doing some operations such as insert, update, delete, or we are creating a table, or doing anything in database, if we are doing that, and automatically that will come in database, so that is known as trigger. Okay, so in another words, in example, if I say that if you are playing a cricket, and someone uh, give a shot from that, so that it will come by your side, and when the ball comes, automatically your hands go upward, and you catch the ball. So that automatically event that occurs in your hands, so that is known as trigger. So like that, trigger is in database, means that is known as trigger. So that action, when the ball comes in your hand from the batsman who is playing the cricket, and you are catching the ball is coming at your side, so the action you are performing from your hands to catch that ball, so that action is known as trigger. And you are performing that action, that you are the database, and this is known as the triggers for that example. Means this trigger can be defined on the table view schema or database. Means this can be defined in the table. We can also define it in views, in schemas, means logical representation, and databases, and this can be executed in DML commands, that is data manipulation language commands, in DDL, that is data definition language, and database operation such as server error, login, log off, startup, and shutdown. So in this we can use the databases. Moving to the syntax of the trigger. So here we can create or replace a trigger. So here it will come trigger, the trigger name, suggest trigger 1, trigger 2, or anything you can give. Before, after, instead of, this is the condition where you can give. Before means the action should be performed before. After or instead of means if this is happening instead of, you should do this. So here it is known as instead of. Next, this is we will give the DML commands such as insert, update, delete from the column name or row. So here of column name or row for the performing action, here it will show, and on which table we have to do. So here on which table, and this is the references, means we will see the this references in the below. Means if we have to update or old, if this old table and new table matches, then this reference will become for each row, and where the condition, it we will declare such as integer, or anything integer, boolean, etc. This statement will be there. Then the execution will begin from this, and if else, when the condition is there. Exception means if it happens, another will do the execution and end. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax for the trigger. Moving towards the questions. So this is the question that we have to create a table of course, and it is having attributes of course code, course name, syllabus, last name. So we will move to the database. Now we will create table course, and course code number. It, this will be 10. Next, course name, because every course has its name. 20. Next, course syllabus. syllabus. Next, last number, and here we will give as 10. Okay, so here now the course is created now. See, the course table is created now. Let's check the describe. So this is the describe of course table. Next, moving to the second, that is we have to create fees paid table having attribute of roll number, fees paid date, check number, bank number, sorry, bank name, remark, and amount. So here we will go and create table of fees paid, create table of fees paid with roll number, number, and then fees paid date. Next, check number, check number. Let's copy this, so we will save the time. Check number, bank name, varchar 2 20, remark, remark, that is number, amount, that that will be in number. So let's check roll number is there, fees paid date, check number, bank name, remarks, and amount. Okay, so the table is created now. Let's describe the table. So this is the describe of table. Now we have to enter this three values. So here we will go and give insert all into fees paid values. So we have to insert three values. Okay, so here we will give that, this we will copy from here for save our time. Next we will copy this July. Okay, so last is remaining here. So now we have inserted this. Then three rows are inserted. Let's check. So this is the input table for the fees paid. Next we will go to the Next table that we have to create, that is of enquiry. So here we will go and create table enquiry. So here we will copy this attributes query enquiry. So enquiry number name varchar2 course code that is number street having 50. Next city varchar2 having 30 attribute. Date ref code number having number of 10, or we can give number also. So here we give this. When we run this, we will get table created. Now we will describe our table. So this is the table for the enquiry. Now we will insert data. Insert all into enquiry table values. So we have two values here. So we will copy this to save our time. Nagpur. Next year. So here two rows are inserted. Let's check. So these two rows are inserted here. Two rows are inserted here. Next we will go to the question. The question, that is the first question, that create a trigger to check the validity of course code should be of two digit, means we have two digit, and it digit cannot be less than 10, means it cannot be less than 10 and greater than 99, means it should be less than 9 and it should be uh, great less than 100. So here we have to create a trigger. So next we will go and create trigger, that is if we give it t1. Next we have to give before inserting, before insert on enquiry enquiry for each row. So here we will begin if that new dot, if or should be less than 9 and greater than 100. Then dbms dot output dot put line, it will show that if the number is correct, it will show one row inserted, else it will show what it will show, raise error application that wrong code, wrong course code. Let's try again. So this, it will show one error, and if and and this. So we created one trigger, that is before insert on inquiry. For each row, it will begin for new course code 9 and new course code less than 100. Then it will show sorry, dbms output dot put line. It will show one row inserted. Else it will show here that the wrong course code is entered. So here when we run this, it will show one trigger is created. If the user is trying to enter the course code less than two numbers and greater than three numbers, it will show one error. Okay, so first question is done. Moving to the next question, that is create a trigger which does not allow any DML, means insert, update, delete operations over the inquiry table if the name of the user is student one. Okay, so here it everything is same. We will change this in before, after that it will come after insert or update or delete on inquiry table. For each row, it will go here. Here it will go and type name, that will be new dot name and name student one. Then it will show error, that is it will show error that this command not is does not exist. Please try again. Okay, so here it will show that the name is equal to one, student one. Then it will raise error that it is you cannot use DML commands for insert, update, delete. Then it will show one error. So here when we run, it will show trigger is created when the user will try to enter the name. Then here it will show the error. Moving to the third question, that is create a trigger that allows no insert operation on fees paid table when the amount is less than 10,000. Okay, so here we will create one trigger 3. After it will show here insert only in fees paid table, fees paid table. For each row it will go, and for the amount should be greater than 10,000. If it will show, if there is insufficient amount, it will give the error that amount is less than 10,000, it will show. Means amount should be greater than should be greater than 10,000. Then it will accept this from the user. When we run this, it will show the trigger is created. Then it will take the input from the user. Moving to the fourth question, that is create a trigger to ensure no insert operation to be allowed in an enquiry table when enquiry date is above 25. Okay, so here everything is same. We will change here. It will be trigger 4. After insert, we will give enquiry table for each row, and here enquiry date will come. That will be equal to 25 July 98, sorry, August 17. It will show error that you cannot insert data above date, that is 25 August 17. So here it will create or replace the date. Then here it will go and show the error that you cannot data insert when when the date is greater than 25 August. So here when we run this, it will show some errors. Wait 1 minute. I will fix. Create after insert number new. Name is wrong. So this name was wrong here. So it was showing error. Now I fixed that. So this is created. Moving to the fifth question, that is create a trigger which does not allow any update operations in an enquiry table whenever the old value of update statement is not equal to the old value in the table. Okay, so here we will create trigger here. Then it will update this update. So here we will begin this from here. We will delete old dot inquiry number should be not equal to. We'll copy this from here. New dot inquiry number or old dot inquiry date not equal to new dot inquiry date, or old dot city should not equal to new dot city, or old dot state should not be equal to new dot state, or old dot name should be not equal to new dot name, or old dot course name should be not equal to new dot name course name and old dot ref code should be not equal to new dot ref code. Okay, so we will check. Enquiry number should not be there. Name should not be there. Equal. Course code is remaining. Enquiry date city. Okay, so here we will go upside and check. Enquiry number is there. Course name is not there. So here from this we will remove this name. Name. Enquiry date is there. Date is there. City is there. Street is there. Already we override this. Name is there. Ref code is there and course code is there. So here when we run this, the trigger is created now. Some it will show error. I by mistake I gave some indef. No, so here it will show error it will show. So this trigger is created now. Next we will move to the last question, that is sixth question. Create a trigger to ensure that no insert operation will be allowed fees paid when the average. So here we will go create one trigger 6. After insert it will give insert on fees paid. On fees paid for each row, where we will declare integer. Declare a integer. Select, we will select the begin. Select average amount into a from fees paid, and here we will give amount. I think that should be from 50,000. So here when we give this, that the integer is there, no insert operation when the table average amount, that will be 50,000. So here I have created this trigger 6. Insert into table, select average amount from the fees paid, and then it will raise one error that here will be no insert operation when the fees is above 50,000. So here it will give one error. So here when we run this, if one error, it will give that the trigger is created. So this sixth also is completed. So this was experiment number 8 of DBMS lab triggers. Thanks for watching my video.